ladies. Hello, gents. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Walking Them Shoes YouTube channel. Hello. I am your host, Leading Lady Dar here. We are going to have a conversation, okay? Your girl, Leading Lady Dar, enjoying her peace and quiet, her time out, listening to the birds chirp, listening to the dogs bark. But I decided to come on in here and have a discussion with you. I want to talk about that unexplained feeling. That unexplained feeling, not just ladies, that us ladies are not the only ones that get that unexplained feeling. Men get it, children get it, everyone get it. It's an unexplained feeling, and I want to talk about it. So, you interested in hearing what I have to say? Let's talk about that unexplained feeling. It's your intuition. Let's talk about it. Hello, ladies. Hello, gents. Hello, everyone. I am your host, Leading Lady Dar here, founder of this wonderful organization, Walking Them Shoes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to my returning visitors. Welcome to my new visitors. Welcome. I am here today to just share a little bit about this feeling, this unexplained feeling. But before I dive into that, let me just introduce myself. For those of you who do not know, for those of you who are new to the channel, I am, of course, the founder of this wonderful organization, Walking Them Shoes. Walking Them Shoes is the platform. It is the empowerment firm where we uplift and empower and motivate women. We're trying to get them women up off the floor of the feet, okay? And for those of you who are up off the floor of the feet, we're just trying to help you take your life to a new level. That's what Walking Them Shoes is all about. Me being the empowerment speaker, the motivational speaker, just trying to help you live a better life, living the better version of yourself. Because we all know as women, we face challenges. We're wives, we're mothers, we're grandmothers, aunts, nieces, daughters. We do it all. We are all. And not saying, men, that we don't need you, because we do, but we do so much at times. It's as if we do not have help. And when I say that, I'm saying that in the sense that we just kind of go at it hard. We kind of go above and beyond. We just go, 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 go. So, in saying all of that, sometimes we do need someone else to help lift our hands up, to hold our arms up. We need that empowerment. We're tired mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. We're sometimes feeling disconnected. So, this is what this channel is for. This channel is for Leading Lady Dar, and amongst so many other beautiful women out there, to help empower you, to help inspire you. So that's why I'm here, and that's what this channel is for. That's what Walking Them Shoes organization is all about. So, with that being said, and now that is out of the way, I want to talk to you about intuition. Your girl is always coming to you to talk about how we can better ourselves as women, how we can better ourselves as individuals. And my organization focus more on women, but I do find a lot of times men reach out to get empowered, to get a word of advice or just some encouragement. So I'm talking here to the women, but I guess I'm talking to each and every one of you here that fell on this channel, or that seeked out this channel, or that you this video was shared with you. So I am talking to you. I want to talk about intuition. Often I talk about self-acceptance, self-love, talk about the me, and not me, but you, the individual, and how we are to take care of ourselves, whether we are dealing with issues, whether we're in between or coming out of a situation. Talk about trying to heal ourselves, and talk about trying to position ourselves mentally and physically in a much better place. So I thought today maybe I would share a story about what happened to me, and even a story that I know, so that you guys don't be thinking that it's just me and that I'm crazy. But I wanted to talk about intuition. And hopefully each and every one of you know what intuition is. But if you don't, here it is. Intuition is, as I said, that feeling, that unexplained feeling. It's like a gift, a gift that everyone has, but a lot of times we don't pay attention to that unexplained feeling, that nudge, that hunch, that feeling that makes you think twice about something. And it's almost like that conscious reasoning we won't really give thought to, but yet at the same time, we don't have to when we have that intuition. That intuition is like that instant feeling, that gut feeling, that something that you just kind of feel like or something that makes you second guess something. And when I say second guess it, meaning that, say if you're driving through an intersection, right, and you just kind of feel like taking it easy as opposed to just kind of gunning it or just trying to, take off, something is telling you to just kind of go slow. And sometimes, people disregard those feelings. You disregard them for whatever reason, and something can happen. But on the reason why I'm here today is because I want to talk to the women and talk about how in my last video I spoke about protecting your peace. And if you are that woman that are doing so many of the different things and being around so many different people, a lot of times things are dumped in our lap, are placed in our ear, dropped in our ear rather, and we pick up spirits. We pick up other people's feelings and emotions and tend to carry it, and it tend to weigh us down. So in my last video, I spoke about protecting your peace and doing away with the negativity, talked about all the things to help you be able to be more in tune with your spirit. So here, intuition really has a lot to do with your spirit. And a lot of times we as people, not just women, but we as people just disregard that unction, that feeling, that gut wrenching feeling, that hunch, that little nudge that says, boo, don't do it, don't go there. How many times have you been in a position where you figured, or you knew that, what, I'm going to go down north today, or I'm going to go down South Philly today, and you decided against it, right? You decided against it, and a little bit later on, you found out either something took place, it was an incident that happened, maybe wasn't particularly where you were at, but maybe en route to where you were going. So those are things, those unctions that we get as individuals that we just don't listen to. And I'm talking about intuition when it comes to business. I'm talking about intuition when it comes to relationships, people that we're around, intuition within and of it all. Those feelings that we get, we cannot ignore those feelings. You should no longer ignore those feelings. I don't care how old you are. That's like our internal guidance system. That's exactly what that is. That's an internal guidance. They used to call, what is that they have? Oh God, I'm lost for words. But there's a compass. So, right, there's a compass there. I want to say that we have this internal guidance compass within us that gives us this feeling to say yay or nay. And I had an experience today that made me think about this intuition. I had an experience where I was to meet someone, and doing someone else a favor, I never have a problem with that. But sometimes you get this feeling where, is it going to be too much for me to go out of my, is it going to be too much for me, or am I going to go out of my way to help someone else? Sometimes we can within reason, right? But I had this feeling that when I opened up my mouth and said yes, I was like, okay, well, now I'm committed. But as I said yes, I had this little reluctancy. I had this feeling, and something was telling me no. But I said no, maybe it's not no, maybe it's just me feeling a little bit uncomfortable about it, because I hadn't heard from this individual in a while. But nonetheless, I decided that I would help that particular person, right? And Normally, sometimes I'm helping an individual, and especially if it's a male. Most times, if I'm doing one-on-one coaching or if I'm assisting someone, it may be in their home, it may be in my home, it may be, most of the time it's virtual, right? But nonetheless, I had some business to take care of, decided I'm gonna go take care of this business. But then I decided that I might as well kill two birds with one stone. And I'm going to go ahead and assist the individual this way. And didn't feel uneasy after that. But a little while later, I handled my business. And a little while later, I was thinking of the time frame that I had to go and help the individual and then also to go do the other things that I needed to do. And something told me to go into my email. And I went into my emails, and this individual that I was supposed to help is well known. I'll say that. But long story short, I went into my email, and the email spoke about oh God, I don't want to. The email spoke about. So many of you know I do a lot of empowering women with domestic violence, and domestic violence. I partnered with one of the organizations here in Philadelphia, and I get a lot of emails, I get a lot of updates talking about domestic violence. And just recently I had got an email about sexual date rape, something like that, right? And I'm familiar with that. I'm very familiar with it. And as I was reading this email, I found it to be very interesting because of a similar situation I had experienced. So now I'm really engrossed in this email, not just for myself, but also for women, because when I read this information, I'm able to bring it back to, I never know when I'll be able to use it. Okay. So I'll put it that way. But as I'm reading this email and I'm reading and reading and reading, and in reading the email as they're explaining about date rape, they're explaining about acquaintance rape. And I'm reading this email, and I lied to you not. Mind you, had to take care of some business this morning. I added this individual onto my calendar to to be a part of being able to handle this thing today, this situation for them today, right? And I was going to go to the individual's house. Then I knew I had some other things to do, so I knew I wouldn't have been there for a very long time. But just the fact of me saying yes when I said yes, I got this feeling, right? And didn't know what that feeling was, but dismissed it. So here I am. I'm at my other appointment, and I'm waiting to be seen. And I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling through my email. And as I'm reading this email from the domestic violence uh, organization that I work with, it's talking about date rape, it's talking about acquaintance rape, it's sharing this, and it always shares someone else's story. And as I'm reading this story, it talks about this woman who is actually uh, going to go handle, I don't know where she was going. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know where she was going. But it looks as if she was going to go befriend someone. She was going to go help someone else, and the person she was going to help was a friend, someone that she knew. Long story short, the lady in this email, in this story here, went to go help someone that she knew. And they lived in a high rise apartment building and were on the 11th floor, 11th floor, I believe. And this woman went to go help this individual, someone she knew, someone she was comfortable with. And things turned for the worse. Things happened. Things happened to this woman that should not have happened. Should not have happened just because, but should not have happened, especially for someone that she knew. But she put her, well, she was in a very uncomfortable situation. And as I'm reading this, something sparked in me and told me not to go. And I have to admit, y'all, that it wasn't just something that sparked in me. It was the Holy Spirit that spoke to me, that said to me, don't go. And I looked at my time and I looked up and I was like, initially thinking don't go because look, you're going to be pushing it for time. They haven't called you yet. You still got to go there, still got to do that. Don't go. You're going to be rushing. And my thing now is I do not rush. I don't like rushing. Long story short, that was my intuition speaking to me, good people. My intuition was telling me to not go. And because I had my phone on do not disturb, don't allow phone calls to come in. Some phone calls will come in. But if you're not in those favorites, if you're not listed in a favorite, your call may not come through. And when I walked out of here, so mind you, I'm sitting here, still haven't been seen, and something tells me not to go. And that story sparked something in me. It was meant for me to read that story. That email was sent to me on Monday, and today, what is Tuesday? Okay, yeah, it was sent yesterday. All right. It was sent yesterday. I didn't read it yesterday. I read it today. It was meant for me to read today. I got that story. I read that story. I got that email and read that story and personalized it and said, don't go. But as your girl was walking out of the building that she was in, after taking care of her business, now going to her car, I was a little bit pressed for time, but I still could have squeezed that individual in because my mindset was thinking, well, if I go do that, then, all right, I'll go ahead. I can help that individual. It really is nothing. But guess what? That intuition spoke again. That gut feeling, that hunch, that intuition. Ladies, y'all have that intuition that tells you not to go here, not to go there, not to see this person, not to do this with that person. Listen to your gut feeling. When I took my do not disturb off my phone, the individual had called me 7 times. So when I returned the call, I'm thinking that maybe something is wrong. Maybe they thought I was on my way and they were trying to catch me to tell me not to come. I don't know. I thought maybe something was going on that you called me 7 times is important. So now that I'm calling you back, I called you back. And guess what? The individual says to me in a very different tone of voice, and excuse my expression, but damn, baby, what's going on? Why you ain't call me back? And the individual said some other things that let me know that that feeling that I got, that intuition, that feeling that I got, don't go. Don't go. Okay, so that's enough of my story, but that should shed light on why I'm sharing this with you on today. Don't take my word. Here's another story. Here's another incident that took place. You hear so many times of people saying, oh, I was supposed to take this flight out. I missed my flight and now something happened. You heard someone say, oh, dang, I was supposed to go to that party. I didn't make it. Such and such happened and something happened. Okay. So here's another story. You heard of a 19-year-old lady, and this was years ago, 19-year-old young girl who was supposed, I believe she was going away to college. I'm not sure. I don't know. She was going somewhere. She was getting ready to board a bus and decided, nope, something told her to go see about her mother and her father, right? She was supposed to go to her mother and father's place, their store. And young girl decided, I'm not getting on the bus. Let me go check on my parents. She went to go check on her parents. And as she went to go check on her parents, her mother and father was sitting in the front of the store. And I heard this story before a long time ago, but I recently heard it on another video. So I know it's truth to this. But this young girl went to go check on her parents, her elderly parents who were running a store. And as she walked up to the store, mom and pop was sitting in the front of the store, just sitting there, minding their own business. But because she showed up, now mom and pop is up. Mom and pop is greeting her and talking to her. Lo and behold, there was an accident and the car ran into the store. And it ran into the store right where mom and pop was sitting. So that was her intuition speaking to her, telling her, sis, go check on your mom and dad. So we have that intuition that speaks to us. That's our internal guardian angel, I like to say. There's that, it's like it's something within. And guess what, y'all? I always talk about that power and that knowledge. That's our knowledge within us. We hold knowledge within us. We hold the knowledge to certain things that we're so unaware of at times. We're so oblivious to not even realizing the strength and the power that we hold within. That right there, that intuition says, and I'm going to tell you, I had a conversation with another lady yesterday, and I know she's watching this video, so shout out to you, friend. And she's a lady that will be on our Sister Circle social show. So she'll be introduced, Miss Lawson. I'm gonna just put her name out there because I already know. But we had such a great conversation. We talked for 2 hours on the phone yesterday, and we spoke also about this intuition. We spoke about that gut feeling. We spoke about having a feeling and not being able, not speaking up. We spoke about so many different things, but intuition is real, people. So in order for you really, 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 I'm telling you to hone in on that. I always say spend that time with yourself, spend that time with God. Yes, I'm coming to you, sis, on some real stuff to tell you. I don't know. My intuition may have saved me from some stuff. I read that story today from the organization Women Organize Against Rape. That email that I received from that email was God's way, the Holy Spirit telling me, sis, do not go there because you think it's business. That other individual had other intentions. That's exactly what I got from that story. Okay. So, sis, follow that hunch, follow that feeling. What if I hadn't have been sitting there? What if I had not been sitting at that other appointment with time to kill and being able to read my emails? What if I would not have opened that email up? I probably would have went on, but I rest assured, I believe that my hunch, my intuition, my feelings would have sparked something else again. But I think that's what set it off because I had another intuition feeling. I had another feeling that confirmed the initial intuition, the feeling that I had. So, ladies, listen, a lot of times we may not listen to our intuition because maybe at one time or two, maybe at a time in your life, you decided to listen to your intuition, to that gut feeling, and maybe made a wrong decision. And you probably haven't forgiven yourself for that. I'm going to ask you to forgive yourself because, listen, that intuition is not going to leave us. That intuition will be there, but will we suppress it? Will we tune it out? Will we not listen to it? So, what I want you to do is take that time, yes, for yourself to get reconnected if you have disconnected from yourself. I want you to reconnect with yourself. I want you to do all the things to lift your spirits up because guess what? I heard in a very clear voice there was something going on to not go to that appointment. There was something telling me to not take that ride, to not go to that individual's place, to not go. And although my services wasn't going to be paid for, guess what? I still was willing to go help that individual, right? But I think Dar would have been paying a high price for something. So I'm thankful for my intuition, y'all. And I just wanted to come on and just share that story with y'all. I want you to know that you have the intuition, you have your internal guidance. I want to call it your internal guardian angel. It's an internal guardian angel. Intuition, let me tell y'all, that intuition is going to help you understand certain things. That intuition will, if you allow it, will be your protector, will be your provider. How many times have we got that unction, that hunch, that gut feeling that something wasn't right? So, sis, on today, in order for you to really tune into those hunches and that intuition, protecting your peace still is one of them. Protecting your peace will allow you so that way if you're rushing and you're going through the day and just really, really, really going and not being in tune with your spirit and with yourself and with God, if you're not doing that, then sis, you may miss that hunch. You may miss that feeling. So it's your girl, Leading Lady Dara. I just wanted to come and just share that with you that we must pay attention to our intuition. We must. Okay. So it's your girl, Leading Lady Dara here. I just wanted to come before you and empower you and inspire you because guess what? You are on the trail. You're blazing. You're blazing already. You are empowered. You are motivated. And I see you, sis, you doing your thing. And guess what? I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. And as we're on this as we're on this trail, we're blazing this trail to success. As we're on this journey, there's going to be distractions. You know that, right? But in the midst of those distractions, you can listen to your internal guidance system. Pay attention to your pay attention to your intuition, girls. Okay, I mean to say girls, but ladies. I'm getting ready to go see my mentees today, my young girls. So that's on my mind as well. And also, let me leave you with this. I always talk about protecting your peace, talk about your intuition, and your intuition can also go hand in hand with what you speak. The words that you speak out of your mouth, the things that you say out of your mouth, you're speaking things. I always say words have power. You're speaking things into existence. You know that, right? So those thoughts become words. Those thoughts become, let me say, those thoughts become words, and then we begin to act those things out. So be mindful what you say. I mentor a group at the PAL Center here in the Philadelphia area. And I had an opportunity to be a presenter with their Dinner for Divas last week. And it was an amazing event, amazing turnout. Young girls were there from all over. And in one of the classes that I did a breakout room in, we were talking and I shared with the young ladies about changing the words that you speak. And I told them to do away with the words, these three simple words, do away with them. I don't care. So often we speak and say those words, I don't care. Try to discover another word, try to discover another phrase. Do away with I don't care. Maybe I'm not feeling it. Um, I'm not going to let that worry me right now. You got to use your words, use different words instead of saying I don't care, because now when you're saying I don't care, I don't know what you're saying it to, but when you're saying it, things begin to happen. You're putting those words out in the atmosphere, and I'm going to tell you, your intuition, sis, if you don't take away anything here today, I'm telling you, watch your words, watch the words that you speak, protecting that space, your energy, protecting your peace, all that goes hand in hand with your intuition. How are you going to listen and hear and be in tune with your intuition if you're bogged down with negativity, if you're speaking negative words? Listen, sis, it's time to get it together. At this age that we are gracefully walking in those shoes, walking in your anointing, walking confidently, knowing who you are. Okay. Knowing who you are is a part of feeling and embracing that intuition. So I'm your host. I'm your girl, Leading Lady Dara here. If you're new to this channel, please come back again. Hit the subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that reminder button. Hit that reminder notification bell so you'll be notified when we upload new videos. And don't forget to hit the like button. Please comment if you can. Again, your girl, Leading Lady Dara here, is asking you, what are you interested in talking about? What are you interested in hearing? Yes. And ladies, I sure hope y'all are enjoying Sister Circle Social Show. The episodes that have been, the last few episodes were amazing to me. We had a young lady that was scheduled for Saturday, and that young lady had to reschedule, and she was going to come on and talk about skincare and makeup. That's so important. So we are rescheduling that. This Thursday, we have another doctor on. I won't put her name out there, but you'll see it. She'll be talking about anxiety and depression. So, we have a few lineups coming up. So, ladies, just stay tuned, just stay connected. Stick around, share videos, so that way we can share this wealth of knowledge that's being displayed here on our Walking in Shoes YouTube channel. And I'm going to tell you, that unexplained feeling, sis, listen to it. Listen to it. My brothers, listen to that unexplained feeling. It's your gut feeling. It's your intuition. I'm your host, Leading Lady Dara here. Again, founder of this wonderful organization, Walking in Shoes. Have a good one.